Alright, so today I'm going to be making some filet mignon, and I already have the seasonings on my filet mignon. I put some garlic powder, salt, pepper, and a little bit of rosemary, and I wrapped it in bacon and secured it with a couple of toothpicks. I have some bacon grease that is already heated in my pan. And it's hot. It's caught me in the face. So I'm just going to sear it on all sides, and then I'm going to stick it in the oven for an extra 7 to 8 minutes to make sure that it's done to my liking. The key to cooking filet mignon is that you want to have your steak at room temperature for about an hour before you actually put it in your pan. And you also want to make sure that it's seasoned very well and that your pan is very hot before you put it inside. So they're not hard to cook. I know a lot of people are intimidated by cooking this thick of a piece of steak, but they're not hard to cook. All you have to do is just sear all sides, and then you're going to finish it off in the oven. So it's really not complicated. I used to be afraid of them too. So I'm going for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. And my bacon is already falling. That's okay, because we're going to lay it over in just a minute, so it'll be fine. Making sure that it doesn't stick to the pan. I'm going to spoon some of this bacon grease. It's almost time to flip it over. You'll excuse my voice. The whole family has been sick with the C word. So, yeah, I'm still a little bit congested. It's been over 2 weeks though, so we're all feeling much better. Just still some congestion that is lingering. All right, so it's been 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. I like to do the flat sides first. Turn that down just a little bit so it doesn't pop in my face again. We've also started back homeschooling this week, so we've been very, very busy. How are things where you are? How's everything going? How's your family? Are the kids back in school? You may not have little ones at home, but for those of you who do, when does school normally start in your area? I know around here they started about a week ago, so usually the first week in August the public schools start back, but we normally start our homeschool at the end of July or the first week in August, but this year we gave it an extra week because, like I said, we went to youth camp, and as soon as we got back from youth camp, everybody was sick. So yeah, so we started a little bit later than usual this year. It seems like every year it gets later and later. When we first started homeschooling, we would always start in July, and I remember our very first year homeschooling, I believe we started the first week in July, and then we moved it to the second week, and then it was the third week, and now here we are in August, just now starting. So yeah, our homeschool journey has been full of ups and downs and twists and turns. We've gone from, school setting to very relaxed homeschooling to basically unschooling for a while, and then back to relaxed, and that's sort of our sweet spot. Our sweet spot with homeschooling is usually somewhere between relaxed and structured. So we are currently doing an online program, and I'll be doing a video soon talking about that. I wanted to do it a few weeks ago, and we've just been really busy. Ever since I started feeling better after having the stroke, I've been busier with church and with things like that, getting back into the swing of things, getting back into my groove, and so yeah, that's why I haven't been on here as much. So if I'm not on YouTube as much, it's because we're staying busy with church and in-person ministry and all that. And of course, that I have the second channel, Nancy Perrin Ministries, where we minister online as well. But we don't put out videos, on a schedule or anything like that, even over there, because we're so busy with church and with in-person ministry. And so, yeah, just trying to get back in the swing of things. And, it's not easy. If you've ever had a major sickness in your life, then it's not easy to go get back into the swing of things. Definitely not an easy thing to do. I didn't even put any bacon grease on that side. I started talking. It's hard to multitask now. I've noticed that ever since having the stroke, it's been hard to multitask, which I was having that trouble a little bit before, but more so now. So yeah, I cook it on all sides. And on these sides, I'm not going to cook it for 4 minutes. I'm just going to do probably 1.5 to 2 minutes. Because, like I say, we're going to stick it in the oven anyway. So I believe the flat sides are actually thicker. So that's why I do 3.5 to 4 minutes on those sides. So you just want to barely sear around the edges. I'm going to go ahead and start right here. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so hopefully nobody will call or anything and mess up the recording. But we don't have much longer to go with the searing, so hopefully that won't happen. turn this off. We don't want to overcook, because that's the worst thing. Overcooking your steak is the worst, because then it's all rubbery and chewy and you can't eat it. So definitely for filet mignon, I would stick to, you know, medium well or less. So a lot of people can do rare or medium rare. I don't like mine medium. I don't like mine rare. I can do like medium rare to, you know, to medium well. That's what I usually shoot for, somewhere in between. So, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here, and then you'll see after I take it out of the oven. I'm just gonna put it in the oven for about 7 or 8 minutes so it can fully get to the right temperature, so it can get to the right temperature on the inside. And then we're gonna take it out and I'll show you what it looks like, and then we're gonna let it set, let it rest for a little while before we actually take our first bite. So see you in a little while. All right, so here is the filet mignon after being in the oven for about 7 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now, we're not gonna cut into it. We're gonna let it set for about 5 minutes before we actually begin to slice it. That's very important because you want all your juices to really soak in. Otherwise, you're gonna be left with a very dry steak. So it's worth the wait. All right, so the steak is looking wonderful. See that? So juicy. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a slice. Yum, yum, yum. Mmm. So soft. So soft. Perfect amount of seasoning. Cooked to perfection. So good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my steak. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, then I invite you to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and share to your friends. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful, amazing rest of your day, and God bless.